Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Real English News. This is Sharif Akram Yaman. Let's have a look on today's headlines. Indian Parliament adjourned on opening day. First session of new Lok Sabha lasts for a few minutes after paying tribute to federal minister who died in a road accident. Kamal Nath sworn in as pro team speaker. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day. KCR meets banker over farm loan waiver. Wearing seatbelt could have saved Gopinath Munde, Harshvardhan. Political leaders criticize Akhilesh Yadav for his Google remark. Let's have a look on headlines in details. Indian Parliament adjourned on opening day. First session of new Lok Sabha lasts for a few minutes after paying the tribute to federal minister who died in a road accident. The first session of India's newly elected parliament lasted only minutes as legislature adjourned in a mark of respect for Federal Rural Development Minister Gopinath Munde, who died in a car crash on Tuesday morning. The process of swearing in the 543 members of the lower house or the Lok Sabha has been pushed back to Thursday as members of the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, that is BJP, attended Munde's funeral. Interim Speaker Kamal Nath read a brief tribute to Munde before members observed a 2-minute silence. The House stands adjourned to meet tomorrow on June 5th at 11 a.m., Nath said. In brief comments before he entered Parliament, Prime Minister Narendra Modi promised to fulfill the dreams of the people of India who have given his party the first parliamentary majority in 30 years. I assure the people of this country that in the temple of democracy, we will work hard to fulfill the dreams and aspirations of the common man in India, said Modi. It is the first time Modi has been elected to Parliament as the representative from the holy city of Varanasi. The oath-taking process is expected to last until Friday afternoon, when a vote will be held to elect a new Speaker of the lower house with the veteran BJP leader.
Honourable members, I have to inform the House about the sad demise of our colleague Shri Gopinath Rao Munde. Shri Gopinath Rao Munde was a member elected to the 16th Lok Sabha from Beed Parliamentary Constituency of Maharashtra. Shri Munde was the Union Minister of Rural Development, Panchayati Raj, Drinking Water and Sanitation. He was also a member of the 15th Lok Sabha. An active parliamentarian with a penchant for parliamentary practices and procedures, Shri Munde was a member and chairman of Committee on Public Accounts and chairman of Committee on Chemicals and Fertilizers. The House may now stand in silence for 2 minutes as a mark of respect to the memory of the departed.
Kamal Nath sworn in as pro team speaker. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day. Senior Congress leader Kamal Nath on Tuesday sworn in as the pro team speaker of the newly constituted Lok Sabha by President Pranab Mukherjee. 67-year-old Nath, a 9-term MP, was administered the oath at a simple function in the Rashtrapati Bhavan, which was attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Vice President Hamid Ansari, Parliamentary Affairs Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu, and Minister of State Parliamentary Affairs Santosh K. Gangwar. Democracy to fulfill the hopes and aspirations of the people. After observing a 2-minute silence as mark of the respect of the departed member, the House was adjourned for the day.
मैं
कमल नाथ, जो लोकसभा का सदस्य निर्वाचित हुआ हूँ, ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूँ कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूँगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूँगा तथा जिस पद को मैं ग्रहण करने वाला हूँ, उसके कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक निर्वहन करूँगा. Reflecting on this because the change which has taken place in the politics is so profound between the first Lok Sabha in which I entered Parliament, the 7th Lok Sabha in January of 1980, and today. So much has changed, whether it's technology, whether it's in the hopes and aspirations of the people, whether it's not what we do but how we do it. Everything has changed, and Parliament must live up to the expectations of the people, because Parliament is the repository of the trust and faith of the people.
KCR meets banker over farm loan, Weir. Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Wednesday directed the bankers to come out with full details pertaining to the total quantum of crop loans of up to rupees 1 lakh secured by farmers between June 2013 and June 2014. Briefing the media person after the Chief Minister's review meeting with the State Level Bankers Committee SLBC at the State Secretariat here, Finance Minister Itela Rajendra said that the bankers have been asked to submit the loan details within a week. He said the Chief Minister would conduct another review meeting with the SLBC on June 9. Itela said the total loan amount to be waived off could be around rupees 10,000, with Telangana government having a surplus of nearly rupees 30,000 crore. The implementation of loan Weir promise will not be a problem, he said. The government has also made it clear that the loan Weir would be confined to the agricultural loans and not for the gold, homes or loans taken by the farmers. Attila said the bankers have been asked to issue fresh loans to the farmer for the Kharif season, and they should not be linked with the loan Weir scheme. The bankers were also asked to come out with an action plan for the welfare of the farmers. Wearing seatbelts could have saved Gopinath Harsh Munde. Wearing seatbelts could have saved Rural Development Minister Gopinath Munde, who died in a road accident. Union Health Minister Harsh Vardhan on Wednesday said and announced a major campaign to spread awareness on observing safety measures while driving. Wearing seatbelts could have saved Munde. I lost my friend to a misconception. Most people think the back seat belts serve only a decorative purpose. In fact, wearing them is as necessary as wearing front seat belts. They can save lives in the event of impact, said Vardhan before leaving for Bid, Maharashtra to attend the funeral of deceased minister. Munde died of multiple internal injuries, suffered a road accident in Central Delhi early on Tuesday morning. Vardhan informed that the Union Health Minister would soon take the incentives to expose the people to safety protocol while driving. A multimedia campaign in collaboration with NGOs working on safety is being considered, the Health Minister informed. The focus would be the child victim of accident, whether direct or as those left behind by the parents, Vardhan said. Political leaders criticize Akhilesh Yadav for his Google remark. Cutting across party lines, political leader criticized Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav on Wednesday over his recent statement in which he said that Google shows indecent of rape in other places too. Bharatiya Janata Party, that's BJP leader Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, said Akhilesh Yadav should understand that ever since his government came to power in UP, the state has gone from bad to worse. Everywhere there are problems, whether it's electricity or law and order. He advised that Akhilesh Yadav should correct the message instead of correcting the messenger, and added that by criticizing media, he is encouraging the unwanted elements who are committing crimes. LJP leader Chirag Paswan too criticized Akhilesh for his statement and said that whatever is happening in the state is very shameful. The statement made by the young Chief Minister saddened me more. He should be careful and responsible while giving out statement, he said. Exit polls in South Korea election too close to call. An exit poll showed it was too early to predict the outcome on Wednesday. of the first South Korean election since the ferry sinking in April left more than 300 people dead or missing. The balloting is widely seen as a test of public sentiment toward President Park Geun-hye's handling of the disaster. The poll predicted Park's Conservative Seniority Party and the Liberal main opposition party would each win 5 of 17 important mayoral and provincial governor posts. The poll, jointly conducted by the SBC, KBSC and MBC television network, showed the remaining 7 key races were too close to call. Park's approval rating have plummeted since the April 16 disaster, which led to an upcoming of rage and shame. She has apologized several times amid a growing public criticism of how her government conducted search and rescue operation and monitored safety issues before the sinking. Obama condemns Russian aggressions in Ukraine. Speaking in Warsaw to mark 25 years since the fall of communism in Poland, Obama said Polish democracy has begun for neighboring Ukraine. How can we allow the dark tactics of the 20th century to define the 21st century? He said. Earlier, Mr. Obama met Ukraine President-elect Petro Poroshenko and pledged support for plans to restore peace to the country. U.S. President Barack Obama said, "We stand together now and forever, for your freedom is ours." Mr. Obama called Mr. Poroshenko a wise selection to lead Ukraine and said the nation could become a vibrant, thriving democracy if the world community stood behind it. Mr. Poroshenko, a billionaire sweet manufacturer, was elected in May and will be inaugurated as Ukraine president on Saturday. Let's have a look on top stories of sports news today. Wriddhiman Saha rates his 35-run test knock higher than IPL century. I am proud of century in IPL final, but it was a test match. Virat was battling brilliant and I could support him in his bid for the maiden test 100, the Richardson wicket-keeper batsman said. Run-out row will spice up test series, says England's keeper Alastair Cook. England captain Alastair Cook said he expected the controversial run-out of Josh Buttler during the 5th one-day international against Sri Lanka to spice up the forthcoming test series between the teams. Sri Lanka win ODI series against England amid controversial run-out. Sri Lanka won the first final one-day international in Binghamton by 6 wickets on Tuesday, a game that will remember for the controversial run-out of England Josh Buttler to triumph 3-2 in the 5-match series. FIFA World Cup players to undergo drug test. Football's governing body wants to impose passport already used in cycling and athletes. They will follow a player through his career giving details of blood and urine tests. Since March, a team of FIFA doctors and nurses have been carrying out random blood and urine tests as at international and team training campus. Spain seasoned strikers present massive challenge for India as a Hockey World Cup. The Hague Netherlands bogged down by 2 successive losses, and under pressure Indian hockey team will be confronted by Spain's live wire strikers when 2 teams clashes in their preliminary league encounter of the World Cup at the Greenfield Stadium on Thursday. Let's have a look on today's share market updates. Sensex 24,805.83 with minus 0.21%, whereas Nifty for today stand with 7,401.75 with minus 0.19%. Sensex falls 53 points provisionally. Sensex dips 0.21% to close at 24,806 while Nifty falls 0.18% to close at 7,402 provisionally. Let's have a look on today's gold and silver updates. Today's gold and silver updates according to Malabar Golds as Wednesday, that is 4th May, is as follows. For 22 carats of gold for 10 grams it's rupees 25,550, whereas for 24 carats of gold for 10 grams it's rupees 27,020. Silver rates for today for 10 grams it's rupees 432. Let's have a look on today's weather reports of 6 regions of Telangana state. Hyderabad minimum temperature 21 degrees Celsius and maximum 48 degrees Celsius. Karimnagar minimum temperature 30 degrees Celsius and maximum 43 degrees Celsius. Mahbubnagar minimum temperature 28 degrees Celsius and maximum 41 degrees Celsius. Nizamabad minimum temperature 33 degrees Celsius and maximum 41 degrees Celsius. Khammam minimum temperature 30 degrees Celsius and maximum 45 degrees Celsius. Whereas Medak district, today's temperature stands with minimum as 28 degrees Celsius and maximum 41 degrees Celsius. Headlines once again. Indian Parliament adjourned on opening day. First session of new Lok Sabha lasts for a few minutes after paying tribute to federal minister who died in a road accident. Kamal Nath sworn in as pro-team speaker. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day. KCR meets banker over farm loan waiver. Wearing seatbelt could have saved Gopinath Munde, Harshvardhan. Political leaders criticize Akhilesh Yadav for his Google remark. That's all in this newscast for today. Keep watching Real English News. This is Sharif Akram Yamani. Till then, Allah Hafiz.